Hey, good morning. Welcome to the morning brief. Today is Thursday, November 20th. So what's going on? Forexfactory.com on the calendar. You can see the 8:30 numbers have come out. Average hourly earnings month over month was actually less than expected, 0.2%. But the key here is that it is positive. It's just less than expectation. So while it looks bad, it's really not bad. It's just less than expectations. Non-farm employment change was 119 versus expected 53. Previous was -4. Now, some of these numbers I expect to be heavily revised because this is the first number since the shutdown. Who knows how good this number actually is? They're just putting it out there to show that they're putting out something. And then when we have time to go back for the 6 weeks the government was actually closed and see what the real numbers actually are. Unemployment claims 220,000 versus expectation of 227. Again, that is better than expected, so it's green. Yeah, unemployment rate was worse than expected, 4.4% versus 4.3. Philly Fed manufacturing index was negative instead of positive. That's a pretty decent sized miss. Again, these unemployment numbers I think will be heavily readjusted on the next reporting cycle. FOMC member Hammock is speaking at 8:50, so he's already been speaking for 10 minutes. And at 10 a.m. we have existing home sales and the CB leading indicator a month over month. 10:30 natural gas storage. 11 a.m. FOMC member Cook speaks. 12:40 FOMC member Goolsbee speaks. And then we have the federal budget balance after 1:30 p.m. And that's basically all we've got until after the market closes, in which case we have FOMC member Moran speaking at 6:15 and Paulson is speaking at 6:45. So a bunch of talking heads today. Not a lot of really impactful news. Again, I would be very skeptical of the numbers just to see what happens on the next round when they do major revisions due to the shutdown and the lack of data. So that's my 2 cents worth there. Looking at the daily chart, we are gapping up, and we're gapping up a lot. So what's going on? Because NVIDIA's earnings came out, and one company is going to save the entire world. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of skepticism in that tone. If you can't hear it, I'll just tell you. What a bunch of baloney. One company has a good earnings rating and has a near monopoly on their product. So remember that eventually other people will be able to build those chips as their monopoly breaks apart over time. And one company making that big of an impact, I just don't see it. So yeah, moving back up because the market just does what the market does. We had above average volume yesterday and the previous day. As it came down here, we blew our 5 in a row. So we only had 4. It was unable to make the 5th day down, is what it is. Where could we go? That's the big question. I think the 20-day moving average at 68.10 would be the first area of resistance. And if we get above that, maybe up to 68.47. If for some reason Sense comes into the market and realizes that NVIDIA is only one company, can't have that big of an impact, is what it is. Maybe we'll come back down. This market really needs to retrace a little bit further down. I would love to see it retrace down into the 6,200 area and test that 200-day moving average. That would be very, very helpful. This choppy chop sideways to up when there is fundamentally not good news is just disconcerting, to say the least. Downside, if we should break the lows, I think we can come back down and test these 2 lows from the past 2 days, which is the 66.13 and 65.94. Moving on, looking at the inventory, positive price action, positive inventory. Everything's great. Moving on. Overnight action, big overnight action, about 78 points. I have to scrunch this up so you can go all the way back. There is the close, and then there is the NVIDIA news, and we're off to the races because God knows Everything is great if one company has good earnings. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I am getting ready to start doing some tiered short plays because I think this is just a relief rally of sorts, and we will resume moving on. So 6,800 to 6,850 ish, I'll start initiating some put strategies. That being said, where do we have intraday resistance? So 67.80, of course, 6,800, the big whole number. There's some confluence up around 68.13, 68.27. Support, lots of support actually. There's some good confluence, a huge band of confluence here around the overnight lows. I'm going to call that 6,700, just a huge amount of confluence. 66.75, also a little band of confluence. 66.50 are your support levels for today. Stock Trader's Almanac is 52.4% chance the market will be up today. So that is positive from the Stock Trader's Almanac, 52.4. Hope you guys have a great day. Happy trading, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com.